Hey, welcome back everybody. Sign here again with another episode of Harmonious Engineering, and let's check on our ore situation here for a second. And alright, so 236 and 228 of the two ores we're getting, which is not bad. I mean, that there, once processed, would be enough iron to pay for the excavator, so I'm okay with that. Let's see, 7.5 buckets. There it goes. Wow. All right, we got a pretty good amount of ether gas too. Today I need to actually let's work on some like infrastructure and like appearance and whatnot. I think would be a good idea of the base because yeah, it needs help. So let's do something about that. Too bad we didn't have immersive petroleum because it'd be nice just to have an oil pump out there, but might be a little unbalancing for the pack as well. All right, one of the things I need to do is take care of all this junk here. Right. All right, some time has passed, and I built myself a greenhouse down there, which we'll go look at here in a second. But up here, I'm going to be putting in some arboreal extractors. And I just realized I did not bring bone meal with me. So, oak, and let's go 5 blocks, I guess. There we go. You can be spruce, and then we're going to have 2 jungles, which will get us latex, which is awesome. So the oak will get us resin. Let's see, is there recipes? Oh, there is. Cool. So as dark oak gives us sap, not spruce. Okay. So yeah, but we'll get resin from the oak, which we can turn into, tree oil, which we can do things with, like burn it. And it'll also give us this rosin, which doesn't really have a whole lot of uses, but it's a resource we don't have yet. And you come with me. I need to go get some dark oak, which I'm pretty sure I have. I don't have any extra dirt on me. I just sent it all back. All right. But yeah, I cut the birch forest back a ways, flattened it up there. Over here, I like these glass doors from Create, but I've got 7 cloches in here. I've got it wired up inside. I just need to get power to the outside of the building now. This is a medium voltage accumulator in here, so these should run potentially forever. Well, not really, but quite a while off of any stored power in case something happens to my power generation. And I'm not sure what else I'm going to do in here, because this is actually a good-sized room. One thing I'm thinking about doing is getting some sort of auto compost setup going to get rid of all those leaves, because every time I use my buzzsaw, I get more leaves. And I mean, it adds up, and not exactly, a useful block, unfortunately. Unless I want to make a ton of, like, builder's tea or something. Let's see. I've only got 2 dark oak sapling. Oh, right. That's not going to be good. Yeah, I've got like 5,000 jungle leaves, 2,200 oak. I've got 1,400 spruce, almost 600 birch leaves. Yeah, they build up really quick. So need to dress up the outside of this a bit too, but I mean, it's a greenhouse. There's not much you can do to the outside, unfortunately. But, some flowers and stuff should help, and put some lights on the outside. Definitely have to have lights on the outside of the building. But we've got 7 cloches. I haven't even counted yet. I just decided 9 was a good width, and I didn't want cloches all the way to the wall. So 7 it is. Yeah, we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crops. Go figure, right? Might do something separate for industrial hemp, actually. Because especially if I start building with a lot of hempcrete, which I kind of want to, I'm going to need a lot of the hemp. And So that would be 7 crops otherwise, which that'll work. All right, so got that taken care of there so far. I do need to get power over here, and I want to do something different with the animal farm. Because, yeah. I mean, well, I already had the cows escape once from a lightning strike, and I don't exactly want that happening again. But this system seems to be working just fine over here, so I haven't checked on the sawmill in a bit. Yeah, your blade's broke. Okay. That router is actually saving a lot of issues there. I didn't even check to see, because I was checking from the other side last time I was here. But the reason why it was probably out of birch planks in here is because that thing was busted. And I don't think there's an easy way to replace that. I mean, we can try a hopper. Here, give me that. I guess right there would be a good spot as any. Yeah, no, you don't work there. What happens if I feed a blade to the input? Okay, it just spits it out. Okay. It will pick up any item, though, and run it down the belt. So that is something to think about. It just won't, unless it actually has a recipe, it won't actually use it. What I would need is like a deployer or some other right-click machine. So a right-click machine, right? I just thought about it. I have not gotten into this mod at all, but modular routers. So I need blank modules, okay, which I actually get a decent amount for the plastic. And I need iron bars. Yeah, let's just grab a stack of those for now. All right, and that will actually get us 4 routers, which, all right. Now there are different modules, activator module, action, right click. That's what I want. I need 2 dispensers. Really? Why can't you be droppers? Oh well. At least these ones, you know, I have a refined storage system, so it's easier to craft up. And boom, activator module. Action, right click. All right. I just need a way to monitor the sawmill. And don't think the manual is going to say a whole lot. Hey, how's it going? So I can right click literally anywhere, and I can shift right click. Well, maybe not anywhere. Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. So right now I've got extra saw blades in here. Here's, you know, actually I'm gonna have wood coming through here soon. And hopefully. Come on, anytime now. I should have had wood coming through. Yeah, no, it definitely, definitely should have, there must just not have been any birch. Oh, I know what happened. I haven't been back down below ground yet, and even though it's chunk loaded, sometimes you have to go in person and actually start, you know, like the chunk loaders will keep it loaded after you load it, but sometimes when you log in first, it doesn't automatically load the chunk up, which is unfortunate. But I mean, what are you gonna do, right? All right, so put you in here, and I think it's middle click, or is it C? Okay. Press I for more info. Yeah. Let's see. Module. See, middle click. No. Eco mode disabled. Okay, I can just right click it though. All right, so I want this to work out of the top side, and we are just going to right click with no sneaking. And the look doesn't matter because it is, you know, yeah. There you go. And now if I give you the saw blade, boom. And you only have a buffer of 1. But I can move this. Oh, yeah. There we go. Move this to here, right? And I need a 1-block solution for moving items. So let's go back over to here again, and we're going to get the item transporters, I think it is. From Industrial Foregoing. I almost said MFR. It's like when I say, nope, wrong mod. Item transporters, these things. And they are relatively cheap. Interpearl is the most expensive part, but they are the perfect 1-block solution. That's what this over here is. So they can only move things 1 block. They can only move items through 1 block space, I should say. Because these are basically micro blocks, and they both occupy the same block space. And they can move items through that block space, and that's it. But whenever you just need to run something that far, there you go. And then you just right click on, basically you hit the button with right click on which side you want to receive items. There we go. And you can see that it put a sawmill in here. Boom. And they're quick too. And they are basically like an instantly updating thing as well. There we go. And now I just need to put saw blades into here. That router will make sure that this guy always stays ready to go. And I never did take these down, did I? Oops. Little things like that. Like I should probably do something different with the tree farm, but yeah. How are we doing on charcoal over here now? 2,200. Okay. And our fiberboard is, we've got almost a single chest of fiberboard. Duraplast does take a bit longer to grow. So what is your, it's still ethanol. Okay. Now I did talk about doing more cloches in the past, and I think that would be a good idea. Because well, you're not backstuffed with creosote though. This is about half full. All right, there you go. Basically 210 buckets, yeah. They hold 512, so yeah, it's just a little over halfway. All right, so I added 4 more cloches to the system, and it actually works out just about perfect on the timing. Right about the time the press stops running, or well, right as this thing runs out of melon slices, the press is just now hammering open a new watermelon. So I like it. And that basically doubled our ethanol production, so we should be seeing a lot more of the phenolic resin being made up. And yeah, that has lasted through a couple of restarts and not gone anywhere, so that's awesome. I just need to figure out the actual timing that it takes to run through and then hook up a button press to a timer. Are you like full or something? No. It is set to activate during inactivity. Oh, it's because it's empty. Oh, okay. That explains why it's bouncing. Is because it's not actually moving any items. Gotcha. Because I Well, it should be getting trees here soon. That filled back up quick. Maybe an hour of playtime since I... Maybe, yeah, hour and a half since I put that thing together. And that got this down to like 1 stack of wood. So, uh... Oh, the other thing I did, I hadn't shown it off yet, is I put a transformer in so I didn't use high voltage on the cloches. Because it's not needed. They can run, I think it's on 8 per tick. And you don't need to pump 1024 into them at that point. So it does save a little bit on steel, which actually steel is my most most common resource right now. But also I can kind of work in this area now without shocking the crap out of myself. But I just put a high voltage transformer here, and that'll step power from high voltage down to medium voltage. Another easy way to do it is to use accumulators, which is what I'm going to be doing at the greenhouse. I'm going to be having high voltage go into the... All right, let's wait for the cart to go by. Into the accumulator, and then I'm going to have low voltage coming out of it. So, just works out that way. The transformers are cool and all, but you can get by without them. Well, maybe. Depends if you want accumulators in line or not. That's a huge difference there. Which over here, having an accumulator, good idea, because it'll keep these running no matter what. All right, I need to eat. I need to go get some dark oak. Let's see. Right. I could photogenic insulate 1 dark oak sapling. Additional chance 10% boostable. I love how it throws in the catalyst for the pulverizer instead of the ones for the actual machine. All right, but that means I can take this thing over here out. Probably gonna have an egg. Well, I might move this over there and just do even more latex operation or prediction, because we need... Well, there's latex for making the rubber with. Well, rubber and then plastic. There's also, though, latex for, in the liquid form, what is it? They get dissolution chamber, which there's a few recipes, but it's mainly the add-ons is the main thing I'm curious, or not curious about, but going to be wanting. Especially if I'm running laser drills, I'm going to want the efficiencies and probably the processing upgrades, add-ons. And then there's speed add-ons, but I don't think that's nearly as good. And then we have all the different range add-ons as well for the different foregoing machines. And so let's go ahead and put that away. No, let's put high voltage back in here. There we go. All right, well, I'm going to go on a trip. I'm going to go get some dark oak. If we look at our journey map, it's right here. So, not a huge distance. Let's see, we can look at it above here. There's the tower. Looks like the tower got shaved off on this side up here. Did it really? Whoop. Just fall in the water, why don't I? Yeah, it kind of did. Looking at it. It's missing the little like crenellation right there, right here. Like it should look like this, and that's just stairs, either upside down or right side up. So that wouldn't be too hard. Getting up there is going to be an issue. That is a question. I have not really looked into flight options, and we've got the mecha suit. Okay, so we can make this hydrogen fueled though. How am I going to get hydrogen? Oh, yeah, there's hydroponic beds too I could use. Just like gas, hydrogen. Here we go. Nothing. Okay. There was the add-on to, was it the Hydra? No, there was an add-on that could actually produce hydrogen from water though. So I imagine that's what we'll have to use, which not a bad thing. I mean, at least we have a way of doing it. That will be a huge help for working on like fiddly bits like that. All right, so gotta go with dark oak. All right, yeah, that was a nasty surprise. Verdure, whenever you grow a dark oak tree, you get humus. All right, that's the thing. But we're getting our sap now, which I can make maple syrup out of. We're getting our resin and we're getting latex. So uh, eventually I'm going to have to actually do something about that. But for right now, we're okay. I'm a little annoyed by this jungle tree here. I'm probably going to regrow that actually. It came in extremely short, and I was going to run pipes off of these, and you can't do that if the damn thing's sitting on top of the arboreal extractor. So I did not get a single sapling out of that, really. Come on. I wonder if, I'm pretty sure they changed it so you can't get saplings from place leaves anymore. You used to be able to, but that was, the last time I did that was quite a few versions ago, so. Yes, hi cows, how you doing? Oh, I did get a high voltage accumulator put in next to my stasis trap, whatever the thing is. And so it's got a 4 million power buffer now. You know, I'm going to grab a couple just in case it does the same thing again. Hello, water. But, yeah, so we shouldn't have a wither issue. Something else I can do in the future is surround it by the rebar concrete and panzer glass. And it says witherproof. I'm wondering if that's just the explosions or if that's the contact as well. All right, how much latex do you get? Wow, you actually got quite a bit. All right, grow. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, you went really tall. All right, fine. No need to be sarcastic. All right, so I think I've got it somewhat set up, and yeah, it looks like hell right now because I kind of gooped a little bit. First time I ran the pipe over, I was one block over, so there we go. And so let's get all that picked up. I've got a pipe running out of the top of every arboreal extractor now, going to this pump, redstone control, and going into this fluid router. And from here, let's make this our latex tank so we can kind of show this off a bit. Actually, I don't even need the bucket. I can actually just completely forgot that Immersive Engineering added JEI support to filtering. All right, so yellow is east, right? So east, that would be north, right? So north would be latex. And I can just do that. Northwest would be, let's make it resin, I guess. Resin on west. And then that means south is going to be sap. There we go. And these guys have been, they've been working. Get a lot of latex compared to the other ones, though. I mean, that's Yeah, 3 times as fast, it looks like. All right, and on, right? There we go. There goes our sap. There's going our latex, and there went our resin, right? So now we should see latex, resin, sap. And then from here, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. Maybe some playing with some routing later on. Although that's going to be routing. I need a locomotive, and yeah, be a locomotive and a tank car. But I could have 3 different stations here if I needed latex in the system, resin, or sap. Or I could just run more minecarts instead. And just send off an individual car whenever I needed something. It's an idea. I mean, either or, right? I have options. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. A little bit off camera work went into it. But mainly a whole lot of waiting for iron plates to get made so I could make these fluid tanks. Each fluid tank takes 34, it's just 34 iron is what it comes out to, which is not bad. I mean, they are extremely cheap and they hold quite a bit. They're just giant multi-block structures in the world and they just happen to look cool. So, makes a difference. But, and then from back here, how does it look up there? We've got, you can kind of see those, that tree's kind of in the way. Yeah, doesn't look bad. And then we can see our trees, but they blend in against the trees behind them, so it's not just like random tree out in the middle of a field. So I do like that a little bit better. Yeah, you can just barely see the tanks from over here, so that's not bad. I mean, it's not too obtrusive, which is what I was worried about, because I mean, those things they're decent size, but unless you're up next to them, they're not horrible. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, signing out. Have fun.